G'day everyone! Today I have a top 10 list of the most awarded games of all time. Do you think you know what the number one game is without googling or skipping to the end of the video? Write your answer in the comment section now. Now let's get on with it. Number 10. Uncharted 4 was released in 2016 and at the time it was exclusive to the PS4. This has been suggested to be the last outing for the beloved Nathan Drake, with any subsequent games in the series to be headed up by a new character, possibly Drake's very own daughter. Uncharted 4 received 189 awards, which equates to 39.7% of all of the awards that it was eligible to win. That's a brilliant effort regardless of it taking the 10th position. Number 9. Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic was released in 2003 and was based on a Star Wars comic book series created by George Lucas. Developed by BioWare, known for the Mass Effect series, it received 18 awards, which accounted for 45% of all awards that it was eligible for. Surprisingly, I've never played this game. Number 8. The Last of Us was released in the final sprint of the PlayStation 3's life cycle in 2013, and it pushed that aging piece of tech to its limits. The Last of Us received 258 awards, which works out to be 47% of all of the awards that it was eligible to win. For a lot of people, including myself, this is the most amazing game they have ever played, and it is well deserving of a spot in this top 10 list. Number 7. 7 years after the release of The Last of Us, the direct sequel was released to an audience that would be divided by some significant events and the depiction of certain characters in the continuation of this epic storyline. Despite the loud cries of the angry mobs, The Last of Us Part 2 still managed to win 317 awards, which equates to 50.7% of all awards that it was eligible to win. Number 6. In 2018, Santa Monica Studios, together with PlayStation, turned the acclaimed God of War series on its head. They changed the gameplay almost completely and released a game that won praise all over the world. A cranky and aging god on a journey with his boy really managed to tell a story that wowed all that played. Winning 262 awards since release, that works out to be 51.1% of all awards that it was eligible to win. Number 5. A theme is starting to show here, but I assure you this is the facts and figures speaking and absolutely not the words of a PlayStation fanboy at work, because I am not one of those. Uncharted 2 released on the PlayStation 3 in 2009, and I still remember playing the opening sequence only to then go and start a new game over, just so I could play that bit again to show it off to my non-gamer wife. And by the way, she was also impressed. Uncharted 2 picked up 115 awards, which works out to be 52.8% of all awards that it was eligible to win. Number 4. Here's a game that everyone seems to love except for me. Well, don't get me wrong though, I don't think it's a bad game, but I just never gelled with it, and all I can do is sit back and admire it for its successes without actually appreciating any of it. Skyrim won 229 awards, which works out to be 55.7% of all awards it could have won. Number 3. Well, here's another game that history tells me that everyone loves except for me. The controls really killed it for me, and I couldn't get my head around it. Luckily for me though, there's a remake of it coming, and surely that will have modern controls, which will make it more playable for me. Resident Evil 4 received 35 awards, which worked out to be 56.5% of all awards it was eligible to win. Number 2. This one took the world by storm. Breath of the Wild introduced a massive open world with some mechanics that people just enjoyed experimenting with over and over. Breath of the Wild definitely has earned its place this high on the list with 261 awards, which worked out to be 56.9% of all awards it was eligible to win. Number 1. Well, it's hard to believe that in 2015, CD Projekt Red, the same developer that released the more recent game, Cyberpunk 2077, released this #1 game of the year. The Witcher 3 was so popular that even to this day, the sales are still pumping as new people get introduced to this masterpiece every single day. Not only did they make a game that was brilliant with gameplay, storytelling, and amazing visuals, they went on to release expansions that were reasonably priced and packed with extra content. This is how you make and support a game. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt scored 281 awards, which was 58.8% of all awards it was eligible to win. Well, that's all I have for today's video. It's a shame Dying Light didn't make it into the mix, but here's an honorary shout out for that one. Good work, Dying Light, and well done, Techland. Thanks for checking out this video all the way to the very end, and seeing as though you have stuck around for this long, I would say that you're a perfect fit for our Discord channel, and also for the audience of our show, which is called The Age XP Show. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell, so that way you'll know when our show goes live. But that's all for now, and until next time, I am Lucas, and I will see ya!